Hi students, how are you all? Hope you all are doing good. So, welcome to session 2 of chapter 2 Socialism in the Europe and the Russian Revolution. So, let's start the session with the new topic, that is Revolution of 1905. In year 1904 was particularly bad one for the Russian workers. Prices of essential goods rose and real wages declined by 20% due to dismissal of 4 members of the Assembly of Russian Workers. A call for industrial action was given. 110,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike, demanding a reduction in the working day of 8 hours and an increase in wages and improvement in working conditions. Bloody Sunday, when protecting workers led by Father Gapon reached the Winter Palace. It was attacked by the police. Over 100 workers were killed and about 300 wounded. The incident came to be known as Bloody Sunday. Strikes began, universities closed down, and students staged walkouts. This event is also known as the Revolution of 1905 because the Tsar agreed to give some concessions. So, Bloody Sunday is also known as Revolution of 1905. The Duma. During the Revolution of 1905, the Tsar allowed the confirmation of the Duma, or an elected consultative parliament. Within 75 days, the Duma was dismissed and the second Duma was re-elected within 3 months. The Tsar did not want any challenges to his authority. Liberals and revolutionaries were kept out of the Duma. Russian Revolution and the First World War. In Russia, the war was initially popular and the people supported Tsar Nicholas II. He did not consult the Duma. Anti-German sentiments were high in Russia. Russian armies suffered defeats and a large number of Russian soldiers were killed. Russian armies destroyed crops and buildings to prevent them from falling into enemy's hand. The Russian population wanted an end to the war, but the Tsar did not agree. The army did not want to fight the war. Russian soldiers during the First World War. The image is for the referral. You can see what was the scenario during the First World War in Russia. Impact of the war. Industries suffered a setback. Railway lines began to break up. Large supplies of grains were set to feed the army. There was shortage of grain and bread in the cities. Riots of bread shops became common. There were 7 million casualties. People turned against the Tsar. The February Revolution. In February 1917, food shortages were deeply felt in the workers' quarters. The winter was very cold with heavy snow frost, which made the life of workers very difficult. In 22nd February, a lockout took place at a factory on the right bank of the river Neva. Next day, 50 factories called a strike. In many places, women led the strikes. Workers crossed the river and surrounded the government buildings. The Duma was suspended. The cavalry was called out to control the workers, but it refused to fire on the workers. The cavalry soldiers joined the workers and jointly formed a Soviet or council, which was the Petrograd Soviet Petrograd Soviet. The Tsar abdicated on the advice of the military commanders on 2nd March. The provisional government was formed to run the country. The Petrograd Soviet had led the February Revolution that They brought down the monarch, that is monarchy, in February 1917. The Petrograd Soviet meeting in Duma, February 1917. This is the image for your reference about the meeting in Duma. Aftermath of the February Revolution. Bolshevik leader Vladimir Lenin returned to Russia's exile in April. Lenin put forward three demands which were called Lenin's April thesis. They were: the war should be brought to a close, land be transferred to the peasants, banks be nationalized. The pro Bolshevik demonstration on 17 July 1917 being fired upon by the army. This is also the image for your reference. The Russian Revolution of October 1917. The conflict between the provisional government led by Kerensky and the Bolsheviks grew. The Bolsheviks under Leon Trotsky decided to seize power. Prime Minister Kerensky called the troops. Military men loyal to the Bolshevik went to take control on the telephone and the telegraph office. The ship Aurora shielded the winter palace. By nightfall, the city was under the control of military revolutionary committee and the ministers surrendered. By December, the Bolsheviks controlled the Moscow and Petrograd area. Effects of the October Revolution. Most industries and banks were nationalized in November 1917. Land was declared social property and peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility. In the cities, Bolsheviks enforced the partition of large houses according to family requirements. They banned the use of the old titles of aristocracy. New uniforms were designed for the army and officials. In 1918, the Bolsheviks made peace with Germany at Brest-Litovsk and withdrew from the First World War. Russia became a one-party state and censorship was introduced. Civil war took place in Russia between the supporters of the Bolsheviks and non-Bolsheviks, socialists, liberals and supporters of autocracy. Making of socialist society. Banks and industries were kept nationalized. 5-year plans were introduced. Stalin introduced collectivization of agriculture. Collective farmers were introduced and profit was shared. Those who opposed collectivization were punished. Global influence of Russian Revolution. In many countries, communist parties were formed. Comintern and organization of socialists were formed. By the 1950s, the Russian government started losing support. By the end of 20th century, socialism suffered a setback when the Soviet Union was split into different countries. This is where we end with the chapter 2 of history. So I hope you have understood all the topics that were explained in the video. Again, I would advise you people to reread the textbook and then go through the videos and the slides for your better understanding. If any doubt is there, can be cleared during the live sessions. So stay fit, stay healthy, stay home. See you in the next session, which will be question and answer session of the chapter 2. Till then, see you and take care. Have a great time.